the Podical Sons.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone in the world, because neither one of us have law degrees. I am Marvelous.
And I'm not your average Joseph.
And we are the Podical Sons. We'll start the show, man. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling good, man. We're recording on a long weekend. By the time it hits you guys, it will be... I've been thinking of a name for the Tuesdays when we drop the show.
Okay.
So there was Tremendous Tuesdays, Tough Tuesdays.
Why Tuesday got to be tough, though?
Because it's hard. You know? It's tough.
Is it, though?
It's tough.
My Tuesday kind of laid back.
Your Tuesday kind of laid back?
Most of the time. But I want to say because there's no Monday.
Right.
This Tuesday might be Monday/Tuesday.
Might be a little hard on the wake up body. Like he coming off the weekend, the long weekend too, right?
Man, I always take extra days on long weekends, so I got a long weekend.
You got a long weekend?
I got a long.
So then it's not a tough Tuesday for you then.
No, but like I want to say, because you're losing the Monday. And now Tuesday is like Tuesday/Monday.
Right.
So I want to say with the overflow and stuff of like other work will kind of get combined into one day. And I guess Wednesday will kind of try to bring back the balance.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel most of the time with it. But I don't think Tuesday's that bad for me, man.
You know what? It's the day we drop our show, and it's always terrific. So maybe Terrific Tuesdays? Between Terrific Tuesdays and Tremendous Tuesdays. We'll let the... you know what? We'll put a poll. Up.
Fair.
Good old-fashioned So Says the Sun's poll. Either Tremendous Tuesdays or Terrific Tuesdays will be the day when we drop. It's the dedicated day for us. And so here it is on a long weekend. We're sitting down recording. It's the Sunday's kind of laid back. You know, you did your ones and twos earlier out. Mm-hmm. I kind of kicked it over the weekend. Just me and wifey just chilled. And so I'm good. I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready to go.
All right, man. Let's get to it, man. Game of Thrones. You know that long ass intro? You could do a lot in that long ass intro. You know that?
Man, you could go fry some eggs, make a full breakfast,
you could do
boil some water to make some hot coffee.
If you're a minute man, you can get it in and stuff, whatever.
You might get it in 3 times if you're a minute man. It was about a 3-minute intro, man.
Yo, that shit is long as shit, man. Yo, but final episode, man. I want to say my thing and stuff, whatever. And we don't know what's gonna happen and stuff on there, but I guess a slight spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched it yet. I would say this to you: if you watch Game of Thrones from the beginning, I want to say the first 3 episodes are the most important episodes and stuff, whatever, on season 1.
Yeah,
because you see like 8 storylines in those episodes. Right.
Yeah,
and I feel like, from what we know of the show, so many things and stuff are left unanswered.
Yeah.
And I feel like to wind down to this last episode and stuff, whatever, they better answer a lot of damn questions, man.
Well, you know, it's funny that you said that because when they first said they were only doing 6 episodes, we were kind of like, okay, well, there's a lot going on. How do you cram everything into 6 episodes?
Right.
And then we heard that each episode is going to be like some tremendous length.
2 hours and shit.
You know what I mean? It's like some real epic shit.
When it comes to the lie detector test on Maury Povich show, it proves that was a lie.
That was a big ass bullshit lie. It just seemed like some regular episodes to me. We had the very dark battle. I'm renaming it the dark battle because you hardly could see anything.
Now you keep your butthole tight.
Listen, man, if you didn't have 1080 HD, you might have had some problems with that episode. I'm being for real.
Yeah. It wasn't serious.
But yeah, the big shocker on that though was Arya doing her thing. You know what I mean? Everybody thought it would have been Jon Snow to have the final battle with the king. The Night King. And that wasn't it. I'm a little disappointed with the Night King though, man. I was looking, you know what I mean, like some Shaolin kung fu fight that go on like 5 to 10 minutes.
Nah, I wasn't looking about that.
You know what I mean?
My thing and stuff is that I just thought the thing would have been a little bit more longer.
Yeah.
Than like one episode. But that's what I'm saying. That's just me. my thing and stuff is that I don't know. This one episode might seal the deal for closure. But then again, like I was telling somebody the other day, I'm like, yo, out of all the shows I done seen and movies and stuff whatever, for like trilogies or like, more than, like shows, probably like recently, Avengers and like Breaking Bad are the only things that kind of gave me closure when they ended.
Right, okay.
And I was like, I was like, all right, I feel satisfied. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Are you a Big Bang Theory watcher? Because they had the final episode too.
I'm gonna take all that in and stuff, whatever.
All right,
go.
You wrap up.
So I'm gonna wrap all that up and stuff, whatever. And I'm gonna just like probably just binge watch that and stuff, whatever, and then get that in and stuff too. Hopefully they close the deal proper on that.
Yeah.
Like, look, I'm a fan of The Wire. I love the damn Wire. The way how The Wire ended was stupid.
Yeah, a lot of people said that.
Sopranos. I was a fan of Sopranos and stuff, whatever. It ended stupid to me too. You know what I'm saying? So like a lot of shows and stuff, whatever. Like I feel like it don't do it the just deserves that it deserves. So that's why I'm like my slogan in life and stuff, whatever. Low expectations, high rewards. So if I have low expectations, it might come through and pay off more better than I expect.
Right. Okay.
So we'll see what happens and stuff.
I can rock with that.
But like, I always feel the type of way when I see these things though, right? Because I'm like, they're going to let me down. Somebody says 50-50. I'm like, nah, for me, my batting average is lower. It's like 20% they on the mark. And then the other times, no. Like when I watched Avengers, like Endgame.
Yeah.
I got up out of Endgame and stuff, whatever. And it's just like, that's a way to seal the deal. Like even if they don't make another Avenger or they have like another little thing, I'm okay.
It's stopped properly. I still gotta see them, man. The only reason
I heard tickets are still being sold out, man.
I could imagine that.
Yeah, like I heard that one of my people told me and stuff the other day. They're like, yo, you gotta catch a midnight run. I think that's 3 hours.
I think the only reason why I haven't seen it yet is because, with Marvel movies, it's always something leading into each other, and I still haven't seen Captain Marvel. So I'm like, well, the last Avengers ended with Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know there's got to be a few gem pieces inside Captain Marvel that might have kind of set off this this Avengers that's Endgame out now. So I kind of want to, see the movies in succession. I don't know about going to the theater now for it. I was waiting for it to come out on PlayStation. Just buy it on PlayStation. Everybody just sit down in the living room and chill out and watch it. But yeah, I'm behind on that. And then you got X-Men coming out next month, so
yeah,
I'm about to do some catching up real quick.
Nah, man, you got time, man. Don't worry. Make time for the time is what you seize, man. What is it? I seen that shit in the beginning of the the Post Malone video.
Okay.
You will never find time for anything. If you want time, you must take it. Charles Buxton.
Well, it's true. It's true.
Like,
I think we had a little talk about that the other day, which is
last episode and stuff.
In
right?
regards to making it for your friends and stuff like that, friends and family. You know what I mean? If you don't make the time, then it's hard to capture it for sure.
Facts. All right, man. On to the next, man.
But wait! Before we jump on to the next, real quick, do you have any predictions in your mind for the final episode?
Nah, I just the only thing I can say and stuff whatever my prediction stuff is, Daenerys Khaleesi's gonna die.
I feel so too, man.
She gotta die. She looked coked out and stuff for her. She turned into a mad king, like father, like the sins of the father reflect on the daughter, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, like she don't trust nobody and stuff like that. Whatever. She hunted roasted like the kingdom itself, the people in the kingdom. Like she gave zero fucks. So.
You know what the funny thing is? I thought my dude, what's my dude with the little birdie's name?
Varys.
I thought he was gonna be one of those cats that stick around to the end, the way how he was moving. But man, life caught up to him and he got barbecued.
Yeah, we'll see what happens and stuff tonight, and then we'll see if the closure and stuff. Like I said, most people get the closure. I don't feel like it, but even like what I think somebody was telling me, like the cast and stuff when they're spotted in different places.
Yeah.
And people ask them, did they like how the show ended? And them themselves who acted in the show,
yeah,
they're looking like this is what I'm hearing.
Right.
And they weren't a fan of how it ended, so I was like, we'll see what happens, man.
But it's almost one of those things where it's the final season, you got to wrap it up. You just hope that it doesn't get rushed into fruition, or however it gets to where it needs to get to on the final episode. But with a show, especially like the Game of Thrones, where the storyline was so deep and it involved so much characters, it's it's almost like how can you wrap it up in 6 episodes?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, out of the 5 I've seen so far, they sealed the deal for like a few.
Yeah.
There's still so much space stuff for other characters and other things. So I'm like, this episode better be straight talking, and a few murders or something like. Because like I said, I don't feel like he'll do his just deserves, but like I said, low expectations, high rewards.
High rewards.
Because if you like, oh, they're gonna close the deal on this, and all that, whatever, you're gonna be like, but they didn't do that. I'll go in there with low expectations, man.
Well, I think the franchise has been successful enough for them to, because right now they got plans on doing a prequel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so they're gonna do like a whole series before what we're seeing with the world of men and all of that stuff like that.
We'll
so
see.
my whole thing is maybe
see.
They'll drop a prequel and then come back with like another addition to it to just kind of carry on with it, because I just can't see how it would just
That's what I'm telling
carry
you,
off
man.
in one episode.
That's what I'm saying. Just low expectations. Wait to see what the hell happens first.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time trying to go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs over it. Just wait and see how they do it and everything. But I just said, like I said, with the way how they were planning to go about it in one episode, they got to cover a lot of fucking ground and talking and a few people dying. And the joke was when I was looking at the news and shit, whatever, I'm at work.
Yeah.
I turned my head, one dude was staring hard at the TV with his arms crossed. Like, yo, what happened? He's like, you see the news? I was like, no, it was good. A car accident, somebody died. He's like, the same Game of Thrones assholes and stuff, they're gonna do new Star Wars, whatever. They're gonna fuck that one up too. I was like, damn! Damn, shouted. So I was like,
Ouch.
all right, you know what? Wait till it's done first before we know. We say what we gotta say and stuff, whatever. Get all the information first. That's it.
Well, for the original fans, I'm probably throwing it out here right now and sort of disappoint you, but I don't think there's gonna be any gratuitous sex in the last scene. It looks like it's just gonna be all just killing. You're gonna get a lot of bloodshed.
I'm not looking for no titties and stuff to hang out and stuff in this episode. I'm just like I said, I want some things to kind of seal the deal. Like I said, you got to do a lot of talking, and a few people got to just drop dead for me to say, okay, maybe, but we'll see.
All right, and before we just wrap it up entirely and move on,
You're not trying to move on.
well, you know what? Okay, I just got one more thing to add. Jaime and Cersei. You think that was worthy Game of Thrones death for the two of them?
Well, that's what I'm saying. How do you know they dead? How
Mm.
you know they dead? Did you see a boulder clap on one of them in their dome piece and it's kind of, then everything just kept coming? No, we don't know.
Well, I mean,
That's what I said. Like I said, they got to do a lot of.
You're right about that. but
Like,
that-
Lucy, you got some explaining to do.
that shit came crashing down, bro.
So that's what I'm saying. I'm like,
But you don't really see. You're right. You don't really see anything after that. You don't know shaking hand underneath the rubble.
you don't know
Nothing
what's
like that,
going
so.
on. Because I seen people tons of times buried alive and they're like, help! Help!
well,
I'm down here!
Look at 50 was trapped in a warehouse, caught on fire in Power.
Right, so that's what I'm
He
saying.
came back next season.
Next season and stuff, whatever, new attitude. Who was the chick named Juice Box? Yeah, she's the one kind of brought him back to life. So as I said, wait and see, man. On to the next, man. Pregnant woman shot in Texas, in Baytown, Texas. Shot and killed by a cop.
Yeah, when I seen this pop up on the my IG feed, I was like, see, and this is the weird thing, because you would think to yourself, with all the shit that's been happening and stuff like that, police would be more aware of their actions, on how they handle stuff.
Mm-mm.
But I'm really starting to think that this is like, I don't know if to say it's trained behavior, but behavior out of the manual almost kind of seems like it is what it is.
I don't. My thing, in my opinion and stuff, I feel like they're not. it's not they're properly trained, but not everybody's meant to do this job or that job as a police officer.
Right.
Because if you go through that so-called extensive training
Yeah.
and everything like that, whatever, your first thing shouldn't be, is that type of level. You know what I'm saying? Like, my thing and stuff is that in the video that I seen, or the video that's floating around and stuff, whatever, or was floating around, was that he went to go reprimand her, and she's on the way going to her place.
Right.
She yells out, so clear enough you can hear everything, stuff from the audio wise and stuff, whatever. She's going home.
Yeah.
And if he wanted to grab her and everything, he tried to taser her, and that's when she started like hit the ground. She kind of threw some kicks at him and everything like that, whatever, right?
Right.
If you went through that type of extensive training, which they claim, whatever, one police officer should be able to subdue a woman like that by themselves. If not, this is what you do. You lean into your shoulder, wherever the walkie-talkie is,
Yeah.
and you call for backup.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's part of your training. If you can't take care of the situation by yourself, not when you pull out a gun, whatever, and the lady yells out she's pregnant, and then you let off 5 shots and kill her.
But it almost seems like in every episode that we see of this type of action, you always think like, oh, okay, how are they trained? Are they trained to neutralize the threat, or are they trained to incapacitate?
See, and that's the thing. So everybody, like, I think it was Detroit. In Detroit, they have like a VR simulation. They showed that, right?
Right.
They show for like the police officer in Detroit, they have like a VR, like a video game type of style training type of thing.
Yeah.
But I don't think the funds are like that in every damn town where there's like a different type of police thing. Like this place is Baytown, Texas, right?
Right.
I don't think in Baytown, Texas and stuff, whatever. They're outside of Houston.
Yeah.
I don't think they might have Houston, probably. Houston police. But I don't think Baytown,
being a
bigger city and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I don't think a place like Baytown and stuff, whatever. So my thing and stuff is that I believe the training regimen and stuff is a little bit different by some city to city, or I guess, district to district police.
But you would think as something as police, that should almost be like a uniform thing. It shouldn't be different from, you know what I mean, city to city, town to town.
Yeah, I see that.
Think about it. If, for instance, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, no matter what state you're in,
right,
the training is going to be the same.
Yeah.
It's going to be standard by the book training. There shouldn't be any any difference where you go in regards to that training.
Well, those things are going to be different by the category of it is.
But by the category itself.
Yeah, Navy.
But within the category, it should stay the same state to state.
Right.
We don't almost think about, policing as an organization should kind of follow the same suit if you're going to be bound by the same laws. But then again, each state has different laws. Each state. So that could possibly be the case. Why it's not set up that way, I don't know. But I mean, basic police training should be basic police training. If I become a cop in New York, and I decide to myself, listen, I'm gonna move to Alabama. I'll move to Alabama, and then I start working for a precinct in Alabama. The training I learned in New York.
Why you want to go to Alabama for? You don't want to have no abortions?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to keep some kids.
Oh, okay, cool.
The training I got in New York should be suitable for Alabama.
But I feel it's like picture like driver's license type of thing. You get your straight learner's permit, and you get your driver's license and stuff like that, whatever, and you move to another state. You don't have to retake the test. You just transfer your ID over. That's what it is. And stuff for them. So if you have a situation where the cop was in New York City, dealing with some upbeat shit, and he wants to go to Alabama to go bang a cousin and get no abortion,
right?
Then he just has to transfer everything. So put the transfer in and everything. He doesn't have to really go through the whole. This is how we do training down here. It's just automatic and stuff, whatever. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you might have a lot of times and stuff where these people leave from wherever they were to get to this new spot, and they probably do some fuck shits like this. But like I'm saying, my thing, I feel like it's beyond like a black thing now. I feel like it's to me, it's just it's a humanitarian type of thing and stuff, whatever. Like, you cannot expect people to have a healthy fear of the police for the past, not even decade, we'll say for the past 5 years, with all the fuck shits that the cops have been doing, and they all claim they have extensive training and they, shoot to disarm or whatever and everything like whatever. The people themselves are having a healthy fear and stuff, whatever. Now, and I'm not saying it's not only just the blacks. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's like all races in general.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. People looking like, oh shit, it might go south. Granted, if you're a school shooter and you white or something like that, whatever, you safe.
Yeah.
They bring your ass in alive.
They gonna buy some McDonald's.
Yeah, they're gonna bring you in alive, whatever, right? But like any other cases, stuff, whatever, a lot of people and stuff, they feel kind of shook because, like, when Latino folk getting gunned down and stuff the same way, Asian kids and stuff, whatever, I heard like they're getting disarmed and dismantled, and plus, after 9/11 with the Middle Eastern descent people,
right,
and the Arab descent people and stuff, whatever, they get it harsh and stuff as well too. So I'm saying it's not just blacks, but like certain type of police officers and stuff, whatever, with their, I want to say, lacking of humanity.
Yeah.
They do these type of things because if you had any kind of humanity and stuff, whatever, if you have the time to just fire off 5 quick shots, why not fire off 1 shot in the leg?
Okay. All right. And it's funny that you said that because I'm thinking the same thing, right? Mm-hmm. If I'm in a situation and I'm a cop, my first line of thinking is to incapacitate.
Facts.
or immobilize, mm-hmm, or immobilize, whatever, however you want to say it. I'm shooting you in your big toe, bro.
Yeah.
You gonna be screaming and hollering about your big toe, but at least you're alive.
I can't run.
You can't run.
I can't run. I give you enough time to say, officer shot suspect in his big ass toe. Send back up. Over.
Yeah. So, and this is what I'm saying. And like, there's never been a situation where the firearm has been used in that capacity. It's always been used to kill.
Right.
Which leads me to question, okay, well, how are they training them?
I don't know, man.
They training them to, neutralize the threat? Or are they training them to incapacitate?
My opinion and stuff, whatever, quickly on that is I spoke to a few cops. I spoke to cops from Toronto. I spoke to cops from Cleveland.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
I know a few people who are Toronto police officers, and I know one particular cop in Cleveland.
Right.
And him and I, we had this conversation. The one in Cleveland, him and I had this conversation and stuff, whatever. And I asked him and stuff, I'm like, what's the overall goal pertaining to the cops disarming people or stopping people and stuff before it turns to like a murder type of situation?
Yeah.
And what he said, we are a sworn brotherhood where we have conversations within our own. We don't speak to civilians such as yourself pertaining to these type of things.
Right.
And when he said that, it kind of proves some of the movie theories and show theories that I seen and stuff, like, like the Blue Bloods, like, they roll with that type of thing and stuff, whatever. Yeah. So I fully understand where he was coming from, because kind of like, you're a civilian, we're not going to tell you shit, whatever. You probably have a valid point, but we got to stick to our own.
Yeah. And
with that being said, that right there, I told him and stuff, I'm like, even if you don't say anything, it's a us against you guys.
Right.
Type of situation.
Yeah.
So I was like, until you guys realize that you need to kill that kind of mentality and break that barrier shit and start rocking with people, then we're never going to get better.
Yeah.
Because I told them and stuff, I'm like, if you send two officers and stuff into the hood and say the two officers and stuff don't make it out that hood and stuff, whatever, all they're going to do and stuff is just question everybody and stuff, whatever. They're going to be upset because cops got killed. And people just have to say shit. And when they keep sending more cops and stuff, whatever, eventually they're going to lower the squads from like, send 12 after the murder of the 2 cops. They're going to go right back to the 2 because they don't have the money to keep sending the cops in that same area. And if they get murdered again, I'm like, we're not going to get anywhere as people. It's a humanitarian type of thing from there.
Exactly.
So that's my theory on it, whatever. But, man. Like I said, it's fucked up what happened to this young lady and stuff, whatever, all the above.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Some prayers to go out to them.
It's crazy. And the craziest thing about it was she was pregnant. I mean, she was with child. So it's 2 lives at the expense of 1.
Absolutely. But that's what I'm saying. Like, when, like, I don't know. I want to be optimistic, but I'm just asking stuff. When would this shit stop? It might be a pipe dream and stuff, whatever. But like, at least this shit got to decrease. Like, we're not even 6 months in yet, and think about all the cop situations that done happened already for the year.
So again, that's why I'm saying it's like it's dumbfounded to me because, you know, as a police officer, you're not even saying to yourself, I know what's going on, and if I do this action, I could probably land myself in more hot water than anything else, based upon what's already out there. You're not even thinking of that. You were just thinking, I'm gonna throw 6 up into this wood.
I don't know, man. Let's get to this Alabama shit real quick. Since you want to go from New York to Alabama.
Alabamsy.
The Bamas, man. Yo, let me hear your thoughts on it or comments on the Alabama abortion law. How do you feel and stuff, whatever? I mean, there's still 49 other states that you can go for an abortion.
Right.
But I mean, hey.
And you know, the U.S. confuses me in that regards, where each state can have its own set of laws in jurisdiction, and it's not a uniform thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because then how do you consolidate the thinking? I can't have an abortion in Alabama, but I might be able to go 2 states over and do the damn thing.
One state.
So then why bother have a law like that in Alabama? It's if people who are really intend on doing what they're planning on doing,
right,
they can get it done.
Just shut them down though. But
just not in the state of Alabama.
But that's what I'm saying. It's monetized and all that type of stuff, whatever, too, right? It's a monetary type of thing, because if you look at it now, you got to have funds to get you from Willacoochee, Alabama and stuff, whatever, to like Georgia.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to Greyhound it, or you got to do that mission and stuff and all the above. And then some of those places and stuff where they might not take you because you might not have a fixed address within that state.
Okay.
Or they might charge you more for the
is.
Non-residential fee. It's kind of like if you're in Vegas. You're in Vegas, you hit a big-ass jackpot and everything like whatever. Most of the time and stuff, for the people and stuff that are in Vegas are not really captured by it like that, right?
Yeah.
To go to the casinos and do all that type of stuff and everything and stuff in the state of Nevada. So if you're from like New York, you hit this big-ass jackpot and stuff, you have to pay a tax on the residential fee.
Right.
You are American, but you're not a resident of the state of Nevada.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. They try to capitalize on the fact that you're taking this money to another state. So it's a revenue type of thing and stuff, low revenue dance. And then I guess it's kind of like if you go to a grocery store here, they're like, postal code for a thing. They want to know exactly where you coming from. Yeah. To why you came here with us. So if your postal code is like close
within the vicinity,
to like the place, they're like, okay, you're within the striking range and stuff for that. But when you go in there, they're not gonna be like, what's your name? Tata Lalicious. All right, come jump on this table, spread your legs and stuff, whatever. We're gonna put you to sleep. Abortion's gonna be over. They're gonna get the full bio on you. Yeah. They're gonna get all the above. They're gonna run a quick blood tests and all that type of stuff, whatever, too. So they're gonna know exactly where the fuck you coming from to say, okay, this Alabama resident crossed lines to go to Georgia for this abortion. And remember, in America, you pay for these things. Yeah. So it's a monetary hustle.
I mean, to me, I think the decision should be ultimately up to the woman herself. What kind of constitutes her decision? I just would be beyond me. I don't think I have the right to say anything about that, or anybody should have the right to say anything about that. You would only personally for me, I would only hope that the intention is something that is well thought out, and it's just not something where it's you just feel like you did the deed, you got caught, and now you don't want the consequences.
Yeah, but every circumstance is so different when it comes to those type of things.
You're right,
It could
exactly.
be a situation and stuff, whatever.
And that's why I say it's up to because you never really know what the circumstance is.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, are you gonna criminalize or penalize the people and stuff, whatever, doing it for whatever purpose? So if you're saying you're not gonna be like, yo, this woman wants to make sure, you know, she made a mistake and she just wants to correct her mistake.
Right.
Right? Plan B was there.
Yeah.
Plan B was there. You want to react to the plan B and stuff, and now you went to the point where now it's past the point for the plan B situation and stuff, whatever, right?
Right.
Then you have a situation and stuff, you have somebody getting raped. They
Right.
get raped and stuff, whatever, by such and such, and they realize they found out they're pregnant. By all means, you shouldn't really keep that and stuff, whatever, because it might be a harsh reminder of, like, you know, you were the victim of the circumstance and all that type of stuff and everything. So I understand where it comes from and stuff, whatever, but I just always scratch my head and stuff. I'm like, if we're going to look at just the context of everything and stuff, whatever, people fake excuses and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Because you're saying, like, no, just because you fucked up and you didn't do the plan B and you got to this point, whatever, we're not going to give you this abortion. You're gonna get this criminal penalty and stuff, whatever, to it, whatever, right? But we'll stop her from saying, like, I got raped by some guy, didn't know who the fuck was who, and I need this abortion. And the liars are just going to come out the woodworks and stuff, whatever. You can't stop that, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. The context and stuff, whatever, means something and stuff too, but how do you determine what from what?
It's a rocky road with that one, man. You know what I
Rocky
mean?
Road is ice cream.
And this is why I say it's, you know, it would have to be her choice, and it's a consequence that she's got to live with. I mean, with whatever the decision is. And, you know, if she's able to live with the decision she makes, then who am I to say otherwise?
Not your average Joseph.
You know, that's who I am, but I'm not going to say otherwise to her.
No. Like, your choice is your choice.
Yeah.
Your choice is your choice. And I can live with that, whatever, right? I don't know if you remember the children's show Arthur.
Yeah, dude with glasses.
Yeah.
What kind of animal was he? Or was he? I mean, what kind of animal I should say he is.
I think he's a hamster.
I know he's something. He's something.
Is he a hamster? No. There's a teacher guy that is a hamster. I think he might be like a gerbil.
Like a
I think
gerbil.
like a gerbil. Less fur on him and stuff, whatever. But yeah, that show had 22 seasons, man.
22 seasons.
22 seasons Arthur's been on the air.
I wonder where that ranks as, you know, as a children's television. If it's, I'm assuming it's probably one of the long-standing ones, but
Has to be. Can't be Sesame Street though.
nah, it can't be. No, you ain't beating Sesame
Ain't nobody
Street.
beats it.
You ain't beating Sesame Street.
No way, Jose. But it's up there though. So in the 22 season premiere, Arthur's teacher, Mr. Ratburn, comes out as gay and getting married for the premiere. So when I seen it, whatever, because when I seen it, I took two things from it, whatever.
Right.
One, I feel like they were pushing definitely pushing like the gay agenda.
Yeah.
And two, they went about it in like a roundabout subtle way for kids. But I get that, like, I like how they did it. They didn't give the kids too much information. Because I noticed that, like, if you just tell kids about certain type of things and you just give them little information,
Yeah.
they'll come to you with questions later.
Right.
Right? And I think that's what it is and stuff, whatever, because a kid show like that, whatever, especially around that time and stuff, whatever, like I said, 22 years and stuff, whatever, 22 years. Let's say 22 years and stuff ago, you might not find too much girl or kids in general with two same-sex parents.
Right. Yeah.
Like, you know, living together and stuff like that, or just sending their kids and stuff whatever, to school, right? Because I want to say in that time and stuff, whatever, most gay people and stuff whatever, like state to state or city to city or worldwide, they're just trying to make a claim for themselves.
Okay.
Be open and being free of who they are. But now it's in situations stuff where that's kind of like a norm. So now when you as a kid now, you look like you don't understand or your thoughts and stuff, whatever. Like, how come Tommy has two dads?
Yeah.
You don't really know the concept and stuff, whatever, but you do know mom and dad and stuff, whatever, do get married. When they get married and stuff, whatever, they're one.
Right.
And they're living under the same household. So with this show and stuff, or this episode that I seen and stuff, whatever, it kind of gave that little context and stuff to it.
Yeah.
And kind of opened it up so like the kids, like, even if it was a quiet episode after that, like when it was done,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, Dad, I don't understand that. And you just give a little brief, or, when they're in love, they get married, regardless of who they are.
Right.
And then you just give the kid that much information, they might not drill you with that many types of questions and stuff for them. Because these kids and stuff, they kind of fill in the blanks on their own if you give them enough information.
Yeah.
I took it like that. The whole world, or most of the free world and stuff, for them reacted and stuff for them in a heavier way. They were like, one person said to me, like, why are they pushing their gay agenda and stuff through the kids' cartoons and stuff for them? I'm like, but if you're gonna teach kids something, if you're gonna teach somebody something, it's better when they're kids. They tell you the best time to learn a language is when you're younger.
But it's funny because I think the cartoons is actually late to the game. From my understanding, the whole nuclear family aspect has been being pushed in the kindergarten level for maybe at least 10 years.
Right.
Where they have, they show, the mommy and daddy, the kids, the two daddies, the kids, the two mommies, the kids. That's something that's been going on for quite some time. So it's almost weird that that cartoons are now catching up to it. And it's in a weird time where state has pretty much sanctioned it with the whole teaching and the acceptance of everything. Yeah. But the majority still has the old mentality thinking. So that's where we're seeing a lot of the clashes happening, where it's still not an accepted thought within a cultural aspect, whereas the state has gone past that quite a long time now.
So that's what I'm saying, like culture wise and stuff, whatever. Is it particular culture? Is it the country type of culture? Like what kind of culture are we talking about? Whatever. Not talking about bacteria culture.
I'm gonna say just culture in general, and it's not even a race thing. Because if you look at it from the Republican standpoint, Republicans try to fight same-sex marriage.
Right.
Whereas you have, the Democrats were all for it. So majority of Republicans are white.
Right.
You understand? So it's not even like...
But there's gay Republicans.
Yeah. There's gay Republicans.
Lesbians, yeah.
But, okay, take it now from like our perspective. When we look at a black perspective, going even deeper than that, black Jamaican perspective, where
man.
Exactly, where that is it's shunned upon.
But don't they have a gay community in Jamaica?
Oh, they have to,
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
listen, there's always been gays in Jamaica. I mean, ever since they were born in Chichima.
No, I'm not. You can't. I want to say your affinity to whatever you like.
Yeah,
that's all on you.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. When it takes to a level where they're like, we're building a wall like Trump style, and we're having a community for our YMCA festivities.
Yeah.
Like that's more serious stuff for them compared to like one or two people saying that they're gay on the low.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if they have a gay community and stuff, whatever. Like when a particular region and stuff, whatever, and they know cops or people and politicians and stuff, whatever, have to try to protect these people and stuff, whatever, with their way of life and stuff, whatever. That means it's there. It's there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that's what I'm saying.
But and like I said, it's been there. Granted, it's been there under the quiet because it was a fear for your life if you were a homosexual
back then.
But again, it's now it's more of a tolerance thing now, where they're teaching tolerance at a younger age. Yeah, it may not be for you, it may not be your lifestyle, but it doesn't mean so and so deserves to die. It's not a chichiman for
okay.
it's not a chichiman for dead
Yeah.
attitude no more. It's
Right.
where, listen, man,
Turn your
that's
head.
your business. That's on you. If that's something that you want to do, you're more than welcome to go
Like-
ahead. Over here, this is me.
Man, I'll tell you this. I never forget one day and stuff, whatever. I remember those old hood DVDs they used to drop with, whatever, back in the day and stuff, like in the 2000s, early 2000s. Like, you know, it'd be like a Smack DVD, or
Right.
they might have like a Toronto thing or some shit like that. Everybody,
Right.
like hood to hood. I remember forget this one dude and stuff, whatever. I don't know who this dude is, but salute you if you are this dude or you know this dude. But the man was on there on one of them. They're like, yo, give a shout out to the camera and everything. The man turned, looked at the camera, and the man said this. He became my spirit animal for a month. The man said this. Shout out to all the dudes that are dead, all the dudes going to jail, all the dudes going to the military, and all the dudes out there gay. Thank you for giving me all the extra women that you guys can't get to. And I was looking, I was like, is this guy the reincarnation of Shakespeare? Because the guy's making sense. So that's why I never had an issue with stuff, whatever, with gay people and stuff, whatever. Because I was looking at him like, you kind of open up the revenue for more women for me. I don't know. Just me. So I started looking at him like, if you're a dude, you're straight, whatever.
Right.
And if the gay dude comes up to you and stuff, whatever, with some kind of stack, you're like, yo, you're not about that shit, and he's pressing this shit, whatever, by all means, do what you do.
Yeah.
If you want to whoop his ass and shit like that, well, don't kill him. Just whoop his ass.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're not bringing that shit to you, and you know you're not about the shits and stuff, whatever, you just realize the stuff that he done freed up. What do they say? Like, to one man, there's like, what, 10 women to him?
I think 7.
7? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm shooting high?
You shoot high.
Oh,
You
shooting high?
give him 3 extra women.
Aim for the moon, because even if you miss, you will still be amongst the stars.
You give him 3 extra women.
You're goddamn right I am. So, okay, if it's 7,
Yeah.
even if it's 7 and stuff, whatever, you just found out that this dude right here, who's trying to come with some bullshit with you, is gay.
Yeah.
He don't want those 7 women and stuff that might be impossible and stuff.
No, you
whatever.
gotta say 14, because he gonna find another man.
Woo, woo!
Right? So and now the man, he don't want his 7
Woo,
either,
woo.
right? So that's 14.
Woo, woo!
Yeah.
Monique did say the other day and stuff, whatever, it's okay for her husband to have a side woman.
Yeah, she did
So that's
say
what
that.
I'm saying. 'Cause they know the ratios, whatever, out here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't feel like there's no reason for anybody to be hating anybody and stuff from what they like, their affinity.
Well, let me ask you this. Is the brother who having the side piece, is he doing a disservice or a service?
To who?
Well, I mean,
To society?
if
Or-
there's a lot of men who are choosing, or not necessarily, I want to say it's a choice, because
But they're choosing to pick up side pieces?
no, what I'm saying, to be, I don't want to say to be gay. It's for some people, it's who they are. It's not a choice.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
If a person is now, or a male, let's say a male is now gay, right? And there's 7 women to every 1 man. That means there's going to be 7 lonely women right off the bat. Is the brother who's taking on the side pieces doing a service or a disservice?
Oh, yeah, I think he's doing a service, man. I feel like he's doing a service.
He would have to be doing a service, no?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's doing a service and stuff, whatever, right? But that's
He filling in the quota?
he's filling in the blanks, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you got to hold hands and sing "We Are the World," because I mean, if you get 7 promised to you now, I'm just saying, this is just a Podical son shit right here.
Yeah.
If you got 7 to you,
Right.
right, and now you realize the stuff, whatever, you have to compensate stuff for, like, I guess, like, for another man's 7, a gay dude's like 7 that he just relinquished.
Yeah. 14.
14.
Because he got a partner that's relinquished his 7.
What if he asexual? What if he just not with nobody? So let's just say 7.
All right.
Right? So if he has 7 and stuff, whatever, that dude now who's doing the service got to be like, yo, bruh, like he got looked at as one of his peoples and stuff. You're like, yo, you got to help me with this mission, man. I can take maybe 3, possibly 4 of these leftover women out here. You got to take another 3 or possibly 4 on your side and stuff, whatever, so we can feel in this balance. We are the world, you know? Help me help the world.
I'm going to hit you with the next one.
I'm ready for the shits.
Now, do you think because there's only one man for every 7 women, this might possibly be why some women claim that they can't find a good man and have now gone to the other team?
No, I feel like this is my thing. You know, when it comes to the question we ask, is preference prejudice?
Right, yeah.
I feel like the preference thing and stuff, whatever, right? Because remember, when we put the poll up and stuff, a lot of people said no.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And a few people say yes. I asked people's yes.
Okay.
And to hear them out. And what a person basically said and stuff for them was that if your overall goal is to look for a good man, like to a woman, if your overall goal is to look for a good man and stuff, whatever, right? And your typical type that you're attracted to may be 6'1" with a beard, aka cheetah. You know, that type of big cat in the animal kingdom.
Right.
If that's your normal type and stuff, whatever, you should look at your overall goal is to find a good man.
Yeah.
So if that 6'1" with the beard and stuff, whatever, is that kind of dirtbag or the one who's doing the service and stuff and everything, why not find a guy and stuff that might be, you know, I don't know, 5'7", 5'8", you know, with a little beard himself, whatever, possibly dark skinned dude. I don't know, you know? That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to always shoot for that type. What if you kill off your preference and you just look at the overall goal? Where do you want to be?
Okay, but I understand all of that. But say if she does kill off her preference.
Right. And she goes for the goal, whatever.
She goes for the goal.
She can't say...
But hold on. What if she go for the goal, but the goal is already taken by one of the other 7 women? One of the other 7. Because remember, there's one man for every 7 women.
Hey, not every store you're going to go to will have all the Jordans you want. You can't hunt at the same goddamn store. You have to move on and regroup and go to another location. That's just it. That's what I'm saying. Everybody keep hunting in the same ground. It's like, you ever notice that some dudes and stuff when they go out to the club, whatever, and they be like, ain't no bitches in here, ain't no women in here and everything. I'm like, yo, why you getting upset for, man? It's so many dudes in here, not enough women. It looks like a sausage fest and stuff for them. But there's other clubs you could go to. There's other bars you can go to.
But again, his odds are better.
What, at that sausage bar?
Nah, his odds is better at life, period, because there's 7 for every one of him.
True, but then that's what I'm saying. Then it goes to like what the goal is.
Right.
What your goal is. If your goal is just to have 7 women and stuff whatever on the roster and on the team and on deck, like I guess, you know, pouring out the vagina on demand and stuff whatever.
Yeah.
He has to put in the work for it to get like that with us. So that's what I'm saying. You going to one place that's not putting in the work. That's showing effort.
That's on effort.
Effort. That's not putting in the work. You're gonna go there with it, but if they're posting up and stuff, whatever, like, you know, especially like, you know, the spot, real bad man, bagel in a shots. You know, the ones that hold the wall and everything and shit, whatever. The ones that just kind of pose up and shit.
Yeah.
That's not putting in the work.
Okay. All right. So but I get what you're saying, but understand what I'm saying, right? Let's just say, right, that every man decides that he's gonna be faithful and have one woman, right?
Right.
Where does that leave the other 6 women looking for that one man?
SOL with vibrators. Straight good.
That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so with that thought in mind, could this be part of the reason why a lot of women say they can't find no good men? Because if you think about it, if women are out there hunting, they're gonna go after the good men and capture that good man.
Are they hunting?
Let
me say this.
I don't know.
I seen some women on like Bumble and all those type of things, whatever, right?
Right.
Bumble now is where the women have to approach the men first.
Okay.
Right? So now with Tinder, it's kind of like boom, boom, y'all match. And then y'all both, you know, somebody just go in a message and stuff, whatever, first. Right? Most of the time, the women kind of wait for the men to message first.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I have female friends and stuff who are single and everything, and they're like, yo, they get pissed off when a guy just comes up with, hey, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, so you want to do just jump in and stuff on some William Shakespeare shit to you in the beginning with it. I get that, fair. But I'm like, on the Bumble side, the women have to approach first. You know what the women start with?
Hey?
Exactly. That's them downloading the Bumble app
Right.
is showing effort.
Right. That's
Hey is not showing the work.
You're right.
So I'm saying
right.
you got to put in the work to get what you want.
Okay.
Scarface, the world is yours, everything's in it. It's your job to go out there and get it.
Yeah.
You want a house, you work hard, save your money, and get your shit together, you buy a house. You want a car, it's the same thing stuff. If your goal is to get a dude and stuff like whatever, it's not that hard. Me and a female friend years ago, we had a competition and stuff whatever. We were walking up, I was catching the bus at the time.
Yeah.
We're walking up to like, let's say like the bus stop. And we were shooting the shit and stuff whatever. And she said something about, she said, you look fresh with your haircut today. I'm like, just trying to do a thing. You know what I'm saying? I was younger. I didn't know how to take compliment or whatever. Like we talked about a few episodes back. Right? So I'm like, trying to do a little thing, see if I can get a few chicks and stuff on the roster. And she's like, how many chicks you think you could get and stuff when we get up there to the intersection and stuff, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Like, with me feeling myself like this, I'm like, probably about like 3 or 4. She's like, I probably could beat that and stuff without even trying. That's what she said to me.
That's what she said.
And she said, I was like, well, yeah, because you have a vagina, whatever, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, you want to have a bet? So I'm like, we'll have a friendly ass bet, whatever, right?
Okay.
So soon we got to the intersection and stuff, whatever, I sharked any decent looking woman and stuff, whatever, that was there within, I want to say, my proximity of age range. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Went in, tried a few things, whatever, only pulled off like one phone number and stuff, whatever. I got one definite phone number, the other 2 I gave phone numbers and stuff too, right?
Right.
So I didn't even hit the 4 mark quota.
Yeah.
I was talking and shooting shit for, whatever, right?
Yeah.
She, just her being her, yo, what are you dealing with? All the guys just rolled up on her and stuff real smooth. Like, what are you dealing with?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up? And she kept looking at me. It's like, told you. That's what I'm saying. Her showing up is just the effort portion and stuff for her. And she partakes, that's put in work. That's what most people, that's what I feel like. Most of these single women and stuff, whatever, don't put in that work. When you put in that work, whatever, you're bound to get what you want. Because if you put in that work and stuff for them and say like, yo, you want to stop being single from this day, you have to say to yourself and stuff, you have to figure out what these guys and stuff are coming at you with and stuff, whatever. Yo, just be blunt. When you're talking to these dudes and stuff on the spot, be like, hey, what's up, man? I like this, that, and the third and stuff, man. Are you about this life? All right, we're gonna give you a trial period. If you don't hit the marks and stuff, whatever, you got to go.
But I don't know if that's in women's nature to be like that though.
I'm sorry. The key to human survival is adaptation. They better fucking adapt.
Yeah.
Times have changed.
But they're so used to the men being the hunter gatherer.
Hey, so okay, so
she can grab 4 men, no problem,
right.
Because men are hunter gatherers.
Right.
Men see something,
right?
They're gonna go out and get it.
Talk about it.
Right?
Talk about it.
Women, on the other hand, women see something, they're gonna be laid back and hope to get got.
But that's what I'm saying. How is this aiming to your goal if you're just hoping to get got? You gotta go out there and make sure you get got. That's why I understand the competition with women.
You gotta stand out of the 7.
Well,
you gotta be the one standing out of the 7.
Exactly. You gotta be the one that you want to get chose. You be like, you don't want to be out of the 7.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like, yo, you had that wife and a possible concubines. Your goal is to be that wife, not the concubine. You know what I'm saying? You gotta move, you gotta bust a move, whatever. And I feel it, like I said, I feel it for single women and stuff out there and everything. But I feel it more for single men because I don't think most single women understand how hard it is to be a straight man trying to approach a woman.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they grasp that concept. The ones that do and stuff, whatever, they at least hear the guy out.
Right.
And then say no.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I remember I went to go talk to a chick one time years ago. Hey, how you doing? Can I talk to you for a second? She said, time's up. And she kept walking. I'm like,
wow.
Yo, what's good? She said, you want to talk for a second. I'm like, for a minute. She's like, you don't know what you want. How do I know if you want me? And she kept walking.
Wow.
Clap, clap. She gave me 2 shots and stuff that shot me down. Rum, pum, pum, pum. Oh, mama. Man down.
Crash and burn.
So that's how I'm looking like. I'm like, yo, you know what? Choices. That's what I said. It's choices.
Okay.
What are your goal?
I hear you.
Cameron had this song, What Means the World to You? I use that shit heavy across the board in my lifestyle. Whatever means the world to you, then that be that. If money is your goal, some people do whatever it takes to get that guap.
Yeah.
if love is your goal, you do whatever it takes and stuff, whatever, to make sure like the person you're with, you're gonna be with forever. What means the world to you is different things. Some people, their kids mean the world to them, so do whatever it takes for their kids. Everybody's goal and stuff is different. What is your overall goal, and what are you willing to do to achieve your goal?
Yeah.
We good?
All right. Yeah.
All right.
I'll rock with that.
All right.
I'll rock with it.
Close that out, whatever. All right, man. Let me tell you about my new boo. Her name is Anneisha Speed. She's 19.
Okay.
All right. She's in Baton Rouge in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
She went on an online dating app. The news didn't specify what kind of app.
All right. Well, which one? So one of the dating.
One of the dating apps. One of the dating apps.
Was it a popular one? Did it say it was a popular?
They didn't say. They just said like it was a dating app, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Baby girl pulled a gun out on her date because he refused to eat her cooch. You heard right. He refused to eat her cooch, so she pulled out her gun.
No, this wasn't like the second or third date or anything. All right, this is the first date.
First date. Number one. So
did she get a kiss at least?
yo, my man was shook.
I'm trying to picture in my mind how you jump to the eat the box. And you ain't even looking for the kiss. You just
okay, but then we spoke about which is more intimate,
right? We did
kissing
speak
or
sex.
About
that. We did speak about
whatever,
that,
right?
Yeah.
Sex, oral is still sex.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. You can watch a porno. They might not even kiss each other on the lips, or might not even go into no passionate kissing.
Yeah.
But somebody's sucking dick or eating some cooch.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So that was her thing. She's like she just came to get eaten out, and if he's not eating out with her, she pulled out the Glock. And she waved the Glock around, and she told him, she's like, oh, you think I'm serious? You think I'm not serious? You gonna eat this box. Bow! She let off a round shot. She let off a round in the apartment wall. My man got shook. I would have got shook too. I'd probably shit myself in the process.
You see, this is weird because you see, most of them would try to give you the head and try to suck you into the box.
I told you,
she's straight thugging.
This is hashtag men tube time.
She's straight thugging.
Yo, she beyond thugging. You bring a Glock on a date, whatever, like to make sure this dude's gonna eat the box, whatever. My man was scared for his life. He's on a second story apartment building. He jumped off the balcony. And when he jumped off the balcony, he landed kind of wrong and he started trying to run off.
Yeah.
She shot after him for running.
Oh,
he damn near fucked up his leg on the jump, on the dismount, because I don't think the dismount would have been a 10 like in the Olympics or some shit like that. Whatever. I'm thinking the dismount would have probably been like a 2.5, you know, if this is the Olympic scorecard. He's like, my leg.
The knee, the ankle.
Everything and stuff, whatever. But meanwhile, he's hopping along. She aimed a gun at him and let off some shots at him. She missed him, though. He got away to report it to the police and stuff, whatever, while she's incarcerated now. But I was like, when I heard this story, first of all, I laughed my ass off. But then I start thinking, what would you do if you was this guy? Like if you were that dude, you on a date with a chick you just met. And FYI, beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah.
Or in beauty in the club, beauty is in the eye of the beer holder. She's not my cup of tea. I'll Google her photo for you and stuff.
Yeah, you gotta Google the photo.
I put it up on the podcast. I put it up on the gram and the Twitter.
All right, yeah.
She's not my cup of tea, but I wouldn't really be down to eat no box the first night. One, I don't know how many dicks been in there. I don't know if you wash yourself properly.
Listen,
I don't know you from nowhere.
You could be a beauty queen with. You know what I mean?
Stage 3 herpes?
3.0 grade average. Head of the class.
That's what, fucker. I like how you slipped that one. Head of the class.
But ain't nobody knowing what's going on there. You know what I mean? Listen. Yo, some shit you can't look and see and spot it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, think about it. You there and stuff, whatever. You invite this chick over to your spot, whatever. This is his spot, by the way, right? Mm-hmm. You invite the chick over to your spot. You're looking like, you looking for some, looking to just kill some time and stuff, whatever. And she come off, she's like, she cocked that fire. She just cock it back. She let off a shot. Boom. She's like, yo, you're not eating this box? and say she shimmy down the pants and stuff, whatever. Yo, you gonna take the bullet? I don't know if I'm like, my mind is just to say I'm gonna go on MacGyver mode and jump off the balcony. Yo, I might eat the box with some tears. I might lubricate it with the tears, cause yo, it's a different day in paradise.
Nah, she gonna get straight shafted, bro. I mean, be like, oh, you know what I mean? I'm be all romantic with her, this, that, and the third.
Oh.
And then hey, close your eyes, baby doll. And she gonna close her eyes. And I'm like,
you think so?
She gonna hear the front door lock behind her. And she gonna wake up and see not a soul there.
You hope. Because if she thugging like that, whatever, you know she ain't trying to get caught slipping. That's what thugs say. They're not trying to get caught slipping. So she already uncocked this thing. She's like, so what's up, Smooth? Show me how smooth that tongue, what that mouth do.
I'm trying to, but I gotta see this girl. I gotta see dude, and I gotta see this girl.
They're not showing dude and stuff whatever because, you know, the investigation shit going on and stuff whatever, right? We gonna find you a girly photo and stuff whatever. But that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, when I thought about it and stuff, I'm like, yo, I do not know. I don't know if I'm about that life. All right, you ready for it?
Because listen, bro, I mean...
Are you ready, kind
listen,
sir? Folks at home, I'm about to show him...
I've been in situations with dude... Oh, hell, I'm jumping out the window.
Yo, you see, the man did oral sex at gunpoint and fire shots as man. Yes.
I'm jumping out the window because
that look like a dude.
I'm about to say she look like that. It may not be the box scene.
you might get that dick. You're still gonna figure out what that mouth do though.
You might get a hot dog sandwich.
Yeah, definitely. When I see the chick, I was like, yo, it's not my cup of tea, but you know, like I said, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So I don't judge like Judy. She got a show for that. We don't judge over here on the Podical Sons.
Look, man. She looked like she have a gun on her at all times. I'm like, listen, dude, how did you even bring her back to the apartment?
How did you swipe right? That's my thing. How did you swipe right? It must have been a trigger happy swipe type of thing, and she just landed in the mix. You could have ghosted her though, but that's all on him. You got to pay for that.
You got to pay for that.
You got to pay for that. Yo, I got a question for you. Pertaining to the whole parenting aspect and stuff, whatever. You know, I'm still on my rookie shit. And then you're on your veteran shit. If you got past 10 years in it, you're on your veteran shit, right?
Yeah, and I got past 10 years in twice.
Yeah. So you're on your veteran shit. So when it comes to parenting, should fathers and mothers share parenting responsibilities equally?
Oh, hell yeah. With these kids nowadays, you got to come up with a damn strategy and plan.
Yeah, because these kids are smart, man.
Yeah, these kids are shiesty. And if you're not careful, they'll play you against one another. So you definitely, listen, man. You gotta go in there with a plan. You gotta talk to your significant other. And you're gonna be like, okay, how are we gonna tackle this?
Okay, so pertaining to you and your kids,
right?
Your kids most kids and stuff, for the average kids, they probably look at it stuff as like mom is the nicer one or father is the nicer one.
Father's the nicer one.
In your case, so they come to you most of the time to get like the pre-game approval. So they want to do some shit.
All right. It's kind of weird how the dynamic works because they'll approach mom for any type of approval stuff because dad just looks too stern in the face. So dad looks like he's unapproachable. This is what I'm hearing, right? Whereas mom looks more approachable. But when it comes to laying down the law, mom is more strict with that. Where I kind of have a more reasoning capacity, but I may look at things a little bit different. And I think moms are like that because they have that strong, nurturing, maternal bond.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's I guess nature nurture type of thing.
Yeah.
Right? So
where they're always looking to protect their kids at any cost. So you know
But a
what I mean?
father too, though.
A father too. But the you know, a father has that, I think, has that mentality also where you can't be afraid of the world. You gotta go out and try and conquer the world. Where the mom is like, I know what the world is like, so I'm trying to protect you from this world. I mean, and again, it could be different case by case, but I feel like moms kind of have that with them. So it, you know what I mean?
Could it be a possibility when the mother and father kind of just switch dynamics?
Yeah,
Like the father could be a more nurturing type of father.
yeah, it can be in certain situations. And I guess also guess it has to deal with the subject matter at hand too, right? There's gonna be some things that fathers are more better at handling as a father, and there's gonna be things that mothers are more better at handling as a mother.
So what about so it's really extra hard for single parents and stuff, whatever, because they have to play both roles on their
Well,
given.
they gotta play
But
both roles by themselves. Not only play both roles by themselves, but they really don't have anybody to back them.
facts. But my thing and stuff is that if single parents are able to do both roles by themselves,
Yeah.
can't like a mother and father together, like a husband or wife or whatever, mother and father together, should be able to play both roles by themselves, and then just have that discussion and stuff, whatever. I think like with each other, like later. So say for example, if I'm your kid, I'm like, hey dad, I'd like to go on with the friends. I don't know why I'm talking like this though, but
You sound nothing like like a teenager, nothing like a child.
hey man, fuck you. But like, you know what I'm saying?
You sound like a drugged out 20-year-old.
Yeah. You want your kid to leave home? Stop cooking with cheese, man. Cheese is what keeps them home. But like, dad, I want to know if I can go out to such and such, whatever, and everything. Can that be a point where you play like mother and father dynamic in that situation? And then like, because of say if like your wifey work late,
Yeah.
and she comes in a little bit later and stuff, whatever, you deal with the situation and stuff, whatever, before she has to deal with it.
Yeah, but I mean, and that's what I mean. Where there's certain situations where one parent might be better at handling than another parent. It depends on the situation. Now, there might be a situation where, it only takes one person to really handle it because it's really not that deep. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like for instance, going out, hanging out with friends. Mm-hmm. Now, as a parent, the first thing that's probably going to click into your mind is, who are the friends?
Right.
Is it friends that you know? Is it friends that you trust? Mm-hmm. Then you can kind of make that decision. You can kind of make that decision on your own. You don't really need your significant other to kick that back and forth. 9 times out of 10, if they're your significant other, you're almost kind of rocking and thinking on the same wavelength as far as it comes to your kids anyway.
Right.
Right. I mean, there's no I don't think there's any two sides of parenting when it comes to your children. I think there may be two approaches, right?
But it's one side.
But it's one side. You both agree you guys have a specific goal for your child. How you get to that specific goal might be different, but you at the end of the day, the end game is what you guys are trying to achieve for your child.
Okay.
And then again, the dynamic might be different if it's a co-parenting situation.
True.
Where the two parents are not together, but they have, they split the duties of parenting between the two children. Their thinking might be out of line with one another.
Facts.
Right? So that's it's a role where I think a lot of times as parents, you should talk about it. Talk about your kids' future, where you want to see your kids go. And then I think everything else will kind of dictate itself from that perspective. Mm-hmm. Again, like I said, it may not be the same approach, but the end goal is going to probably most likely want to be the same.
Gotcha. Let me just be a devil's advocate here.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's
Go
what I like
ahead.
to do.
Go ahead. This is we here to keep both sides.
If you could breastfeed, would you breastfeed?
I don't know because I don't want my pecs to droop after a while.
What if you work out like some chest stretches,
If I do
whatever,
some chest,
and you make sure like
if it's,
you don't get no saggage, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I'm still firm up
Yeah,
here.
you're
in the
still
chest.
firm up there, man. Might make the cut.
Will I get time off of work?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they throw it. They throw it in.
They throw that in.
They give you some time off from work.
I ain't gonna get shunned in public.
Well, you know, we live in a rocky world. You
So,
know?
so there's a chance I might get shunned.
You
in
might
public.
get shunned in public and stuff, whatever. But you can go to the family restroom and stuff like that, whatever.
Right.
And just do your 1 to 2. You shouldn't get shunned in there. If you get shunned in there, then that's when you can go in and sue some peoples.
Well, I mean, if I can breastfeed.
Well, if you at the park and stuff, whatever.
Part of my duty.
If you at the park and dudes playing a 5-on-5 and you over there and stuff, whatever, yo, hold up real quick. Let me feed Junior.
Yeah, that might be.
You won't get these
that might be
jokes, bro.
sticky.
You won't
That
get
might
these
be
jokes,
sticky.
bro.
Unless Mike over there feeding Junior too, then he'd be like, "Yo, I don't want to hear none of this bullshit. Kids gotta eat."
Breast break. Yo, let me ask you something. What kind of items do you buy from a dollar store?
Oh wow, anytime I need like batteries for like the remote and stuff like that, I'll find myself in the dollar store. Art supplies like pencils, color crayons, and stuff like that, real cheap stuff. I go to the dollar store for. Sometimes wifey will send me to the dollar store for like the tray pans and stuff like that. She gonna
The
do
disposable
like
ones.
Yeah, she gonna do a batch of chicken, jerk chicken and stuff like that. You go there get the
Right, because
disposable.
you're going to be scrubbing forever with them bitches when it's done.
Right. Yeah. I would say for me that's about it. I know they're very popular for like birthday balloons and stuff like that. A lot of them do that stuff. But
I just see a lot of different shit at times, whatever, right? Like, for example, and stuff, whatever. I went into one recently.
right.
And when I walked in and stuff, whatever, I'm there, use my bougie word, perusing. I'm in there, so I'm picking up little 1s and 2s. I know I got to scoop up, whatever. And I was looking at it, I was like, I remember way back when I used to go to Family Dollar and stuff, whatever. They used to have it want to be Dawn dishwashing liquid. It might say Fawn.
Right.
Dishwashing liquid, like a bootleg name and stuff. But now they have official shit.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah.
this Dollarama, Dollar Trees, and Family
Right.
Dollar, they got official shit, whatever. So I'm looking at stuff, whatever. So, when you get ready to go to the cash out and stuff, whatever, the line will snake up.
Yeah.
One of my friends told me it's called the impulse buy items. So they put them items
All
there
those,
and
yeah,
stuff, whatever.
those
Like the
quick
chocolate
stuff.
balls,
Yeah,
the candy
yeah,
shit,
yeah.
and everything and stuff like whatever. I look. Mm-hmm. They were selling Trojan condoms for $4.99.
Yeah. I can see that.
Would you buy Trojan condoms from the dollar store?
It's probably the same damn Trojan condoms you get that Shoppers Drug Mart. I don't think there's a difference. Listen, man. They sell Coca-Cola in the dollar store.
Right.
You gonna go to the variety store and pay almost close to $2 for the Coca-Cola, or you gonna go to the dollar store and pay $1? It's the same damn Coca-Cola, man. It's the same damn Coca-Cola.
Yo, I debated that for the longest. I was looking at it. I'm like, I'm tripping. I'm like, is that Trojans? So I looked at the price tag thing underneath, like on the shelf area. I'm like, $4.99. I'm like, yo, the same box of condoms costs it's still 10 condoms in there.
Yeah.
It's $9.99 at Walmart.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more expensive at Shoppers.
Right.
Right? But I'm looking like,
But here's the thing, right? Again, it's in the section where it's the impulse items, right? You're not expecting to see it there. For instance.
No, you're not.
For instance.
I wasn't.
For instance. Friday comes, you got yourself a date, right? There's a chance during this date you might be able to get yourself some action, right? You say to yourself, oh shit, I ain't got no rubbers. What's the first thing that's gonna pop into your head?
Dollar store?
Before you knew this, sold them at the dollar store.
You need protection.
Yes. You need protection. So you're gonna go where you know you can find it.
Right.
Which is gonna be at your drugstore.
Right.
You're gonna go into the drugstore, right? Now you probably seen it at quite a few different drugstores, and you know the standard price for it.
Facts.
Is $9.99. So you don't got no problem paying for that in the drugstore.
But you're gonna discount the dollar store.
But you're in the dollar store lineup now. You walk in and remember, this is all an impulse buy. So they can't have it for $9.99.
Right.
Because you're going to be like, why am I going to buy? I don't trust the dollar store. Why am I going to buy it to show it for $9.99? Yeah, I might as well just buy it at where I know I can trust. But you're going to see it for $4.99. You're going to be like, that's high price. You want to examine the package good.
What? I feel like it
3 or 4 times.
Man, I already
It
feel
looks like the
thing,
same condom package.
Look here, man. I had a problem with I went to, what was I? It wasn't Columbus. I want to say Toledo. I was in Toledo, Ohio. Went to a dollar store, and they had dollar store steaks.
Dollar whoop,
Dollar store steaks. So I'm like, okay,
see, now that's different. Now that's different.
So I'm like, you selling steaks in the dollar store, and like they didn't have like a deep freezer. They had like, you know, the one with that sell the popsicles. You know, when they move to the side, like
yeah, one of those.
Yeah, they had one of those and stuff. And I was looking at them like, these steaks kind of gray. you know, when they damn near ready to be done. First of all, they paper thin. They're like bone. They're like the, you know, like the bone chains. Remember? Like look like a bootleg Cuban link chain.
You'd have done got the discarded steaks, the ones that didn't make the cut to go to the grocery stores.
Right.
Yeah, they ended up in the
right.
dollar
So
store.
that's what I'm saying. I'm like, what if you get the discarded or the defect ones, and they just happen to make it to the dollar store and stuff, whatever.
But okay, see with the steaks, I can see that happening, right?
But not with the condoms.
Nah, because here's the thing with the condoms. The condoms, those are mass produced, right? They ain't mass slaughtering cows. They slaughtering cows for what they need, and whatever. You're getting the discarded stuff with what can't be bought. They're mass producing the stuff. So once you buy, you know, once shoppers or Rexall or whatever the drug store comes in and buys like 100,000. For the chain, they probably another 50,000 sitting around with Trojan to be like, listen, man, we're gonna sell this at price to the dollar store. Let them get rid of it.
Salute to you out here in these streets and stuff, whatever. I'm hope you never go single again, because boy, I know what I'm buying you for your birthdays, for your fun days, just cuz days. It'd be like, yo, you know I'm coming through. Fall back, breathe easy. Why you always bringing me condoms? Don't worry, man. Discount.
Discount.
I got it. I'm gonna buy you these condoms.
Listen. Before the discounted condoms, brothers was going to the health clinic and picking up Lifestyles. Lifestyles wasn't even a dedicated brand then.
Yeah, true. Cause I want to say like we always had a slogan and stuff where like you only supposed to be fucking with Trojans. Durex ain't right for sex. Lifestyle will fuck up your lifestyle. You know?
Right.
And then one of my dudes told me that he used the, like, I guess, I felt like bootleg Trojans, like Trojan ends. Like it wasn't just regular Trojan, it had like an extra end.
It was just horses.
It was like, I was like, nah, you get
horses,
like,
condom.
I'm like, that chick gonna come out pregnant. She like super pregnant, like twins. Like you need to watch yourself with that type of brand. So I was like, yo, I don't know. I was like, yo, it's a thought, man. All right, so remember last week,
right?
Or a few episodes ago, we were talking about certain things that you won't do no more as you're older.
Okay, yeah,
right?
yeah. I remember. Yeah.
So I got into a debate with somebody that heard the episode and stuff, and they said this: are there things sexually that you wouldn't do anymore? And when me and my boy got into this conversation and stuff, whatever, he said that no man over the age of 20,
right,
should be just fingering a woman.
Oh,
he said you better be a resident doctor.
Yeah,
trying to get your gynecologist, your OBG kind of degree in and stuff like what he's like fingering is for high schoolers.
Yeah.
You agree?
I don't agree with that one.
So you're a grown ass man still fingering in your 40s?
Yeah, I think that could go. I think that could go to your 50s, man. Listen.
Yo,
Let me ask you this.
Holla.
In the wintertime,
Right.
do you just jump into your whip and turn it on and drive away?
Put like this. I'm a fan about preheating the oven and stuff whatever before you stick anything in there, right?
Right.
But my thing and stuff is that there's still other acts that can be done, and definitely like going in.
Yeah.
That's guy no thing. Why you just can't DJ it? You can't just diddle the skittle that's DJing.
You can diddle the skittle, but you gonna throw in the mix. Every good DJ know about the mix. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta do the mix to see if the DJing skills is right.
Oh, so you might get that.
There you go.
So okay.
You might dip the stick and the stick come out dry.
Ooh. Would that be a bruise to your ego though?
Yeah, that would be a bruise to something, and it better not be your penis. So that's why you gotta do the fingering.
Yo, no, cause I remember one time I was talking to I used to date an older woman, right?
Right.
When I was young, like in my early 20s and stuff. So I was like 20 something. She was like, let's say 35, right? She had 15 years on me.
Yeah.
Right? And what she asked me, she's like, "Shit, what are positions you like?" So I'm like, well, I like a reverse cowgirl. I like a cowgirl and stuff like that and everything, like whatever. I'm like, 69 could be okay and stuff too. And she's like, no. 69? No. I take time to do you. You take time to do me.
Right.
She said, this is not high school. You don't need to rush. No one's parents is coming in and kicking the door. So I'm like, clearly, 69 is not on her agenda. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I guess you don't do that anymore because she's grown and ascended. So I was thinking about it. And then I was having a conversation with an older female friend of mine.
Right.
She's in her 40s too. She's actually older than you.
Okay.
And she said, she's like, she's not doing no cowgirl no more. She said, look, her knees are bad, whatever. She's like, yo, all the amount of icy hot rub A5, 3-5 she throw on both of the knees and the joints, whatever. She's like, it's not making a cut. She's like, you might get a solid minute, or she's like, you can go in a chair and she can throw up and down on the chair. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, are there things that you wouldn't do anymore?
Yeah. Listen. Skittle diddle, Mr. DJ, that's still in the mix.
That's still in the mix.
That's still in the mix.
DJ Skittles.
What I ain't trying to do is pick your ass up like the Muscle Man, because this back,
Amen.
this back ain't built for the two of us no more.
Just the one of us.
It's barely holding me up some days.
Yo,
man. You remember when you was younger? You'd be like, let me try to see if I can pick up
a chick. Yeah. Because the porn doesn't motivate you. You're like, yo, I can pick up a chick. I can pick up a chick. Yeah, I can do it.
Nah, bro. That ain't happening once you pass 30.
No. You'd be like, yo, know your limit, play within it, man. OLG, man. They know what the fuck they were talking about, man.
OLD.
OLD. Yo, I'm sweating. Yo. All right. Let's get to some real shit for the week, man. How you feel, man? All right, you ready for this, man?
Ready.
Real shit for the week.
Ready.
What do you think the purpose of marriages are today? What do you think the purpose is of marriage?
Today, in this day and age?
Just day and age.
To survive. Because it's hard for a single person
income?
out there. Yeah.
Yo.
Hard for a single income out there.
Yo, I noticed that. Somebody was showing me some stuff on like I think on, was it, I don't know if it was Tinder, or it was probably one of the dating apps, or probably just online on general, but they were saying like looking for someone that can go half on some of these bills over here.
Yeah.
And it was a woman. She's like, I know some bedroom tricks that can keep you happy. As long as you keep the money and stuff coming in from your side of the equation. So I was like,
hot damn.
I was like, you can't say no to a proposal like
Nah,
that.
you know what I mean? That sounds like a trade off. That sounds like a good trade off.
A straight trade off, whatever. And I was like,
here's the funny thing though, because you need almost, the co-income to survive, right? But at the same time, as a single person, you're taxed less.
True.
So what do you do? Do you marry, or do you carry on as married couple to hit off the bills? When it comes tax time, you just you file like you're single.
Well, I don't know, because I'm about to say you can't do common law if you guys might use the same address, right?
You can't do common law. You can't do common law.
Yo, that's sticky. I would say if I'm gonna pull out my inner scammer will tell girly to continue using her parents' address, get all her shit over there, and I hope her parents live kind of far because I can change my damn ID shit over there, get cheaper car insurance in the process.
Listen, for the longest time, women used to tell people that they don't know who their baby daddy is.
Yeah.
Just so they can get a little bit more money.
You get a little bit more guap. Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? So it's a catch-22 situation because
marriage today and stuff. You're saying is more of a financial survival type of thing.
Yeah, because a lot of
you don't think people marry for love anymore?
People, they do marry for love, but I don't think it's the numbers were like how it used to be.
So okay, if you're to ballpark something and stuff for that, like out of 10. How many people get married for love?
Out of 10, I'd probably say 7.
7 people, yeah. 7 out of 10 get married for love.
Yeah, I would still keep it that high.
And 3 will get married out of financial purposes.
Out of financial purposes, where before I would say probably 8, 9. Actually, let me bump that a little bit down. Let me say 6.
6
get married for love. Where before I would put it at a 8, 7, 8. But now people are just trying to get by, man.
But but I'm saying, like, I feel like even if it's not like financial wise and stuff, but I want to say like it's favor wise. Like, people get married for immigration papers.
Oh yeah.
People get married and stuff for like other things. I know a guy. I actually know a girl. She married a gay guy, right? Mm-hmm. His family was well off, but they weren't a fan of his lifestyle.
Right.
So what happened and stuff is that I guess he had like a trust fund set up, whatever, that like when he's married and stuff for a few years, he has access to this money. And it was like dollars. Okay. We're talking about like, I think like 2-something mil.
Damn.
Yeah, like he had dollars to this shit, whatever, right?
Yeah.
So him and girly and stuff, whatever, like it was a friend of his and stuff, whatever. He let her be known. He's like, yo, this is what his overall goal is. And she's willing to ride with the cause. And he won't do none of his, like, if she's going to get a man, on the lonely nights, do it at the house. And he won't bring no guys at the house.
Right.
And it has to just look clean across the board. And at the end of the 5-year run and stuff, whatever, I think he gave her like a straight meal.
Damn.
He gave her a straight meal and stuff, whatever. Like he cut her a check because once he got the money,
that
was it.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? And then, he like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, was that really a financial thing? No, because the guy was a lawyer. He was a lawyer, and she was.
So he didn't really. He
wasn't in dire need of the money.
Right.
He wasn't in dire need and stuff, whatever, the money and everything. And her herself, whatever, she was she does like I want to say, criminology type of stuff. She graduated and stuff with a degree in criminology, so she works for like financial institute. So neither one of them was in dire need of money, but they was just on a level of convenience to make it work for them. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm hearing so many stories and stuff, whatever, like, especially like immigration stuff, especially like here in Canada or in the GTA region and stuff, whatever. This shit happens a lot.
It happens all over
the world.
Yeah, a lot. Yeah, anywhere you need someone to file for you. Mm-hmm. To be in a solid situation within a particular country,
right?
The number one way is usually marriage. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like you have family members that file for other people, but marriage always seems to be the quickest route.
Facts.
To get any of these things done. So Yeah, I would say, for sure, like a marriage of convenience is the number one thing. Um, yeah, I mean, whether it be for somebody to be able to stay in the country, or for somebody to just be able to manage bills and just to live.
True.
They're saying within the next 3 years, the average price for a house in Toronto will be three mil. Whose single income is carrying that?
No, just get you 2 women and be a throuple.
There you go.
And that's it.
Yeah, you might have to find 7 wives.
Oh, everybody throwing in peanuts then. Cause look, if all 8 of us is in this place now,
Yeah,
we got it made. Cause like some sharing some beds.
think about it this way. Every 7 months, it's your turn to pay a bill.
Come on, knock on my door.
Come on, come on.
I've been waiting for you and her too. Yo,
Seven's company too.
yo,
Do.
yo. We'll get to the question of the week. Question of the week is, what is your earliest memory? And when I heard this question and stuff, whatever, I thought hard. And the earliest memory I have
Right.
is me stepping on the tail of a cat when I was like 3, and the cat clawed the shit out of my kneecap and just kept it moving. I was in Miami.
I think whatever the earliest memory is gonna be is probably always gonna be something traumatic.
Yeah.
I think that's it. The earliest memory for me, I would have to say is probably maybe 1.5. And we lived in an apartment. This is I'm telling you, this is how traumatic it was. I mean, the vivid the memory is. We were living in a apartment. And I mean, my dad, may his soul rest in peace, had always been a smoker throughout his life. I mean, just maybe a year or so before his passing, he was able to make that change and quit. A little too late, but nonetheless, he set a goal for himself and he accomplished it. But I mean, back then, and I'm talking like it's like maybe mid 70s. He would have just like it looked like a little platter, and just cigarettes in the platter. You know what I mean? Just resting in the platter and stuff like that. So, me one day with my curious ass went up and picked up a couple little cigarettes and started eating them.
I had to spit instantaneously. You said that shit.
Yeah, no, because just even if if you ever smoke, just
if you ever smoke,
just that taste of just smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
So could you imagine a 1-year-old with fresh taste buds?
Yo, I want to spit.
Yeah, I taste it now.
I taste it now. That's what I'm saying. I was like, yo.
I taste it now, and like I said, like that whole thing was,
traumatic.
That was a traumatic experience. So that's probably the earliest memory I have.
Yeah, I see that. Now I get it. All right. We're gonna wrap it up and stuff with the Axe of Sons portion of the show. Rob is Black says, where do you think the podcast world will be in 5 years from now? I think it's going to be in a better space. My personal opinion, I think it's going to grow way better and stuff, whatever, due to the fact that I guess the censorship of regular radio is still there.
Right.
And a lot of times and stuff, whatever, some people like the talk radio and some people like the music aspect. Yeah. So now with the whole streaming aspect of music, you kind of get to decipher and stuff. What do you want to hear now?
Right.
Because if you're a person at Spotify and stuff, which we're on Spotify, when you're in your workout mode and everything like that, whatever, you could be in straight in just music mode.
Yeah.
And if you're in your car and you're in your house cleaning, or and you're in your car in your vibing mode and stuff like whatever, you could be in straight podcast mode.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's just gonna go pick up, and I think that the podcast world is gonna boom up better, and we're gonna be ranked higher, and yeah, you're still gonna get this great content. It all depends and stuff, whatever. Survival of the fittest, and let the proof be in the pudding.
Yeah, I think the podcast it could only grow from where it is now. Radio is pretty much just holding on at this point.
Yeah.
Podcasts will eventually replace talk radio in my mind. If you think about it, a lot of talk radio now has a podcast portion to it. And that's their means of survival.
Right.
With that being said, it's going to be a situation where I think music is going to be streamed so freely, and it's going to be so accessible. I mean, it's already accessible now,
right.
But I mean, it's going to get to the point where you're going to like what you like. You're going to be able to access what you like and not have to wait for it. So now it becomes a situation where does your listening preference become repetitive?
Might.
You're no longer having to listen to 3 or 4 songs to get to your song.
Right.
You're going to get to your song instantaneously.
Right.
Right? So when I say that, I run into this problem at work where I'm always listening to the same music.
Okay.
All the time.
Okay.
This is where when I listen to podcasts, for me, it breaks up the monotony.
Right. Because
even though I have favorite shows I like to listen to, it's never the same content.
Facts.
It's always something different.
Right.
Right? So this is where I see the whole podcast aspect is going to grow in that regards, where you're gonna have, you're gonna be in a situation where you're with like-minded people, but the content is not always going to be the same. So you're always tuning in for something new.
Right.
Right?
Right.
It's like our fans. Our fans love what we do, but they're always tuning in to see what's next.
True.
And I think the beauty of it is because we're not a podcast that focuses on any one specific area. We're not a let's talk about the universe podcast.
Folks, I disagree. I like to specify that I like to focus on Robert Sylvester Kelly, but not your average Joseph. He's not with the shits about how great he is, but we'll get to that another day.
Oh, speaking of that, I want to throw in an honorary to this day. To this day. You see the knockout?
Yeah, that was a quick ass fight.
Damn.
He still gonna get washed though. I feel like I just tell my boy he's still gonna get washed by Anthony Joshua. That British boy is not playing with nobody's children. He's built to do the distance as a heavyweight fighter.
Right.
There's only a few heavyweight fighters that I seen that probably can do the distance and stuff, whatever. Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis.
Yeah.
Klitschko, one of the Klitschko brothers.
Right.
And him. Other heavyweight fighters, they're looking for that knockout to put you to sleep and stuff, whatever.
Yeah. If they go past 5 rounds,
that's
it's a sad day.
Remember,
for
he's an Olympian. This Anthony Joshua guy, the British kid.
Yeah.
I don't think Deontay Wilder stands a chance. But that's just me, though.
All right.
That's just me. That's just my opinion, though.
All right. But to this day, that knockout.
No, it was quick as shit. Quick as shit. 3 triple? Yo, y'all names is kind of gangsta out here.
Thruple?
Yeah, thruple? Why not? 3 triple. He said, do you think long distance relationships work? That's a no for me.
I'm gonna have to say no.
That's a no for you too.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say no.
Why for you? The reason. Let me tell you what mine, but you go first.
I think you need. I think in order for a relationship to strive, I think you need to be in communication, close proximity within each other's presence, at least 2 times a week. I'm gonna say at least 2 times a week.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the way how technology is now, whatever. You can open up your laptop and y'all can both watch a Netflix flick together.
Yeah, but is that the same though?
To me, it's not. Me, like I said, I'm the king of perverts.
Right.
So I like to grasp and hold a woman and stuff,
Yeah.
whatever, nice and close. So that long distance shit is not gonna suffice for me, whatever. Because I'm like, I don't know how long you want me to be on the phone. Like, oh yeah. Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Rub, splash, and then no, I'm not a phone sex kind of guy. So
Right.
that's a no for me. Sandrita says, do you like your girls who pass gas in front of you or who burp loudly? And the frequency of the occurrence is in morning and night, both very loud noises. Go.
I'm probably gonna go with the burp.
Right?
I'm gonna have to go with the burp.
When I read this shit just a while ago, I was like, no, I'm going with the burp. The reason I'm going with the burp, whatever, because my thing and stuff is this. Regardless how you burp,
Yeah.
you're still gonna get that little leftover smell, the little I call it the ghost of what you ate.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I can deal with that more than a fart. I feel like I might think if you're going super loud, you might actually shot yourself or some shit like that, whatever. And I'm about that life. And granted, I know women and stuff, whatever. The women that I've been with and everything, I never heard them fart like out loud, like, you know?
Yeah.
I heard them slip up in they sleep. Like, you know, you're sleeping and then they're like, brr, brr, and they just kind of wake themselves up like, that's you. You almost shit yourself in your sleep. That was all on you, boo. That was just you. But that's it. But I couldn't do the farting thing, whatever. Give me the burp. I'm with the burps, and
I'm with the burps.
you with the burps.
I'm gonna have to throw a question out there. I'm gonna have to. This is a Ask the Podical Sons listener portion
Okay.
for the ladies. How long do you have to be in a relationship before you feel like you're comfortable to fart around somebody?
Never. Boo, I know you fart, and I know you out there farting.
We
and
know
stuff,
you
whatever.
fart.
It's a human reaction and stuff, whatever.
Everybody fart.
I'd rather for you to queef than to fart.
Squeak.
Yeah, I'd rather for you to let the queef come out before the fart, man. What was it? As so to say the sons. This one's on me.
All right.
The best teacher in life is a mistake. As so say the sons.
So say the sons.
Yeah, man. I'm good for that this week, man. You good?
I'm good, man.
Any
You know what I
announcements
mean?
and everything? Any church announcements? Anything to say to the world? Or are you just brewing and waiting?
Just brewing and waiting.
Cool.
Nothing to say. You can leave church early.
Yeah, no problem.
Just don't mess up the pews on your way out.
Facts. Yeah, man. Thanks again for listening to the Podical Sons. Remember the difference between stupidity and genius is that genius has its limits. Peace and love, everybody.
And I would like to say, remember all the platforms. We are on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, SoundCloud, and wherever you might type in the Podical Son's name and it pops up. Subscribe, like, share. Remember, it might not be for everybody, but it's for somebody. All right? Peace.
Peace and love.
The Podical Sons with not your average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.